And we are live. Live with Monday Night Real Flight. Host, Monday Night Real Flight. I'll be your host. And there are no landing fees today. Can fly as much as you like. So I'm early. Nobody's here yet. That's okay. Just couldn't wait to get here. Let me turn all my sound off on my phone and all that kind of stuff, right? Maybe hook it up. Hi, CVO. Paul, thank you for stopping in. I am glad you're here. Hi, Lori. It's the birthday girl tomorrow. Hi, Lori. Happy birthday to you tomorrow. Yes, I wrote it down. Hi, Greg. Hey, I'm glad you guys are all here. Let me see if I can get myself onto YouTube here on my channel. Maybe I can. Monday night. Are you not showing up yet? Okay. Maybe. Lives. Latest. Latest is default. Well, I can't get in there. So I won't worry about it right now. How about that? EQ, how are you, sir? Hope you're all doing well. I guess I'll start by giving us a flight. We'll see what you guys think about the way I fly. Not worth a darn, really. Although I'm trying. Hi, Chris. Hope you got the lobster ready for tomorrow night's dinner, Chris. You know, it's Lori's birthday. Woohoo! Okay, well, there you go. Hopefully somebody else will jump in and give us a fly. Oh, look, somebody's already here. Well, thank you. Let's watch Mr. Crest fly. Alrighty. Uh-oh. It's what would probably happen to me with an EDF too. David CVO. Hi, Redbeard. How are you, sir? Thank you guys for stopping in. I have nothing to talk about. I was trying to find something historical to talk about, but there's probably nothing more historical than what happened today. So we have that. Boy, that sounds good, Lori. I'm having coffee tonight. Well, I'm not sure if I'm better than you, Lori. In fact, I doubt it. Uh-oh. There's a familiar plane. Chris never disappoints with the Carbon Z T150. Two tanks and a half track. There's probably a song in there somewhere, but I'm not sure I would know how to put that together. Maybe if we had AI. It certainly is. It should be everyone's favorite plane. Unless it was a 152 Acrobat. Well, that's okay. Tailwheel or not, that's just your preference. EQ, what you been building lately, sir? Hopefully you're well. Been painting mini cars? 19 speakers and a microphone? Well, it was that same beat anyways, Paul. So no gremlins tonight. The sound is good, I guess. The little bar is moving just fine, so we're good there, I guess. Hello to my friend Emerson, if you're here. Oh, man. Well, I hope you can get through it pretty soon, EQ. I know you're a heck of a hard worker, and it shouldn't take you long. You're probably busy helping others. Getting cold? Uh-oh. That's not good. I hate to brag and say that it was probably 70 here today. I looked at 111 or 110 and it was 69. So EQ works at a body shop and he paints cars and probably runs the whole dang place, I think. And 3 upgrades. So just as soon as I get the cab lifted off of this frame or tilted back, I'm leaning towards just tilting it back onto the frame itself. I'm going to repaint the underneath side of it because I want to change the color that I put on there 15 years ago when I first started to restore this truck. Yeah, you know, with commercial vehicles, they're not quite as picky as, that high-end body work, but when you do that commercial type work, you got to crank it out. Not fun. I've painted a couple big bread trucks before. It's not easy. I had a guy come by this afternoon, this evening. We didn't get done until 6. Picked up a load of scrap. I probably got rid of 1,000 pounds tonight. And it felt good. Just a bunch of stuff I don't need. So we're going to try and start 2025 off right and continue to clean up. So that's good. I am happy about that. Made me feel good. There is another flyer in here. Let's see who's here. Hey, Redbeard's here. Let's switch to Redbeard. Uh-oh, F-16. F-16 time. There are a couple guys at our field that have that E-flite F-16. I think it's a 70 millimeter. It does fly really nice. Woohoo! Oh, almost. Oh, you're still going. There we go. Almost. That's always fun to try and fly through the building. You know, challenge yourself, under stuff, over stuff. If any of you want me to change the field, we can do that. Just let me know. Well, I do my best, and if it's good, that's 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 what I can do. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that comment. Hopefully, my paintwork will turn out adequate enough to make me happy. And if it's good enough to make me happy, woohoo, that was tight. Good flying there. That's all I'll want. You know, a few little nibs or specks of dirt here and there. I'm certainly not going to cry about it because I'm fairly certain when I put it back together, it's going to get a few boo-boos. They always do when you take them apart. Oh, nice. You know, I had wanted to get one of those at the O'Reilly Auto Parts here, and they didn't have one in stock. So I never did get one for that truck. But I do remember it was half torn off. So I just took it all the way off. My son called me. He's been having a check engine light come on in his little Honda CRV. I think it's a 2005, and he said it's been intermittent, and he said he got a checked out at AutoZone with a code reader, and they told him low voltage. So I told him, well, bring it over and we'll clean the battery terminals and give everything a check, you know? Hi, Michael. How are you today, sir? Staying indoors and warm, I hope? I bet you're working on your semi. Maybe not. Hi, Jeff. Jeff in Lower Alabama. How are you, sir? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, my back. I did a couple piles of wood burning today. I don't know if any of you saw the pictures on Facebook, but well, I build a big fire. I don't mess around. And my neighbors don't care because they build them just like that too. It's almost a have to with all the brush and the cuttings and the limbs. And when I bought this piece of property, there were over 40 mesquite trees on it. And 40 mesquite trees produce a lot of, crud, a lot of growth, a lot of hang down. You got to keep it up. JCB, welcome, sir. I'm glad you're here. Good coffee tonight. Not sure what kind I get. Little K-cups, right? It's called the Donut Shop. That's the one I like. Not too strong, just mild flavor. Oh. Uh-oh. You're like a ship without a rudder. I've heard of the Black Rifle coffee. I bet it is really good. Yeah, it's probably a bit cold there for painting wheel pants at wheel skirts at the moment. But what is it on the can? Probably 50 to 95 degrees spread, 60 to 90. They're kind of picky. And it does matter. But, if you have a little heat gun, Jeff, you could go outside and spray them and pull them in and just heat them with a heat gun and it would be done. Hi, Mountain RC. How are you? Oh, almost. Almost, Redbeard. Ooh, yeah, that's chilly. It's going to be in the mid 50s here in the next couple days. We're going to get those Santa Ana winds maybe from California. So there was a gentleman that went out to Tampa. His name is Mike. He flies a big gas plane out there. He either he thinks he lost. He put his wing bag on the back cover of his truck, and it fell off. And I don't think they found it yet. And Tampa is way out there. So it's kind of a dirt road. Not very many people are going to go on it. So I guess it was 100cc gas plane, so it's a big, like 80 or 90-inch wing with the aluminum tube. I have no idea what they cost, but oh my gosh, I'd be kind of freaking out. I'd question my ability to do anything. I would have to look down and go, did I put 2 shoes on today? Wow. Paul, that's... Yes, there is. If you're going to Queen Creek, there's a Superstition field, and there's one in Apache Junction. And if you look on the AMA website, I'm sure that you'll find the name of some fields there, so it should be easy enough to find. Come on, phone. What's the matter with you? I don't know. I can't get on my phone. Hopefully somebody that comes in here needs a wrench. Hope one of you can take care of it. If not, I'll do it next show. Let's see if anybody else jumped in. Let's go back to Chris. See, Chris is flying. You guys do a great job flying. Let's see if I can just get out of it all the way here. Well, come on. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, geez. Yeah, Electric Fest is in February, coming up really soon. I'm going to try and get out there if I can. It's a nice field. There's even a field out in Florence, which used to be the capital of Arizona way back in the early times. There used to be about 10 fields, AMA fields, within an hour of me, and they've slowly been shutting them down. We lost the one at the fairgrounds, which was called SAMS, Southern Arizona Modelers. The equine people just constantly complained, and they finally gave up, and city council closed them down. We about lost our field because of a bike path they put along the river bottom. And people with bicycles would complain that people are buzzing their head or flying too close, or I don't know. I never did that, so what do you do?
So, Paul, did you get your simulator set up yet, or you were still waiting for it? Correct. It was one of the items that you didn't get. Yeah, sorry about that. I hear you. Yeah, there are quite a few. It's a big deal here. There are a lot of people that fly. I mean, our little club has over 100 members, and that's about what the other ones are. Yeah, Redbeard. I'm hoping that Victor can make it out there too. I know that it all depends on the money and the situation and all that, but I know he's been there before. Well, Paul, hopefully they gave you the deal if you bought it at the sale price and they somehow dropped the ball. If not, I'm sorry. So, can you guys do me a favor? Can you go down below this video and hashtag Monday Night Real Flight? I don't know what it's going to do, but maybe it'll do something. Maybe we'll get some more people in here. Maybe that'll be a curse. I don't really know. But just a thought. I I hashtagged it Monday Night Real Flight into a Horizon Hobby video today, and they gave me a little heart. So woohoo. They posted something about Kobe Canton. He's one of the one of a kind real flight RC flight simulator. They're doing an online freestyle competition, and it's coming this Wednesday, January 8th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So there you go. Thank you, Jeff. I mean, I've never wrote him a letter and told him that I do the show, but maybe that'll get their attention. This has been a lot of fun, guys. I'm really glad that y'all enjoy it, and I'm grateful to Fred for having the courage to put me on here. Not what you wanted. Oh, that's okay. Oh, Mountain RC, thank you. Here it is, finally. Okay. I don't know why it took so long to come up, but there we go. Now I'm on here. Better turn the ringer off too, huh? Just in case. Hi, Victor. How are you doing? Oh, that's nice. New Mexico, the land of enchantment. It's beautiful there. I'm sure you know where Alpine is. That area around the White Mountains. the Apache Reservation there. That is some beautiful country. It's a little cold there for me, though. You're awesome, Michael. Thank you so much. Hi, Don. I hope you're doing well, sir. If there was a fire hydrant in this game, I could go hit it. I've done it before in real life. Always fun to do that. Flying Tiger. Hello, sir. Glad you are here. Thank you for stopping in. First show of 2025. And I don't know, I think I'm back to normal. Not sick anymore. The wife's not sick anymore. Victor, I hope your wife gets over her illness very soon. Yes, it's really sad, Victor. It's the same here. Sunny, partly cloudy in the morning, sunny, 70. We're suffering so much. Didn't have to shovel any of it. Okay, I'll stop. It's alright. You can bust my chops when it's 115 out. I've been here my whole life. I'm not going anywhere. Do we have anybody else jump in yet? No? Just Chris now. Thank you for flying, Chris. I do appreciate it. So I do got a list here going. I got a list of birthdays here going. Because tomorrow it's Lori's birthday. I think she said she's going to be 29. So, if you want to put your birthday down, I'm going to make a list and give some shout outs when it comes time. You don't have to, but if you want to. January 20th. Very cool. Coming up real soon. That's going to be in a couple Monday nights. We can celebrate then. Alpine, yeah. Alpine. What is it? Pine Top, Lakeside, Heber. Springerville. Not St. George. There's one of them saints up there too. Victor, I hope the F-16's coming along nicely. I don't think I've seen any maiden videos yet. The last one I watched was the one with the yellow scorpion. That thing looks like it's just an extension of your arm. You fly the hell out of that thing. Incredible. You seem very confident with it. And it handles very well in the air. And that was a nice bunch of show passes just right down the runway. Very cool, Victor. Nice landing, Chris. Right on the money. Victor is flying. Let's switch it over and watch Victor for a few. Uh-oh, there we go. So have any of you flown the shooting range? I don't know. I was goofing around with the real flight fields last time, and they have a shooting range where it looks like a farm field and a bunch of chicken targets go back and forth. It looked like it would be pretty fun. Some of the old biplanes have machine guns on them. It was very challenging. Maybe we'll do that next week, next Monday. How about that? Great. Dinner is always good. We had leftovers, which are always awesome. And then tomorrow night we're having hot dogs because we got a can of chili. That's always good. Throw some French fries in the oven. Or I might just cut them up and make, fried potatoes in the skillet. Those are always awesome. As long as you don't eat too much, I try and keep the carbs down like that. Try not to eat too much bread, not too many donuts. And, hopefully it has been working. Although it's slow process. Kind of hard to believe that, I was almost 300 pounds a while ago. 6 years ago, I was 275. And now I'm under 220. I feel pretty good. I hope there's nothing wrong. Because people lose weight when there's something wrong. The biggest thing was to quit drinking the soda pop. If you can do that, you got it whipped. The weight will start to come off. Even if you think, oh, it's just a couple sodas. It's just 2 or 3. No, that's not much. I'll burn it off. To all that time of drinking Pepsis. Now I drink one. I had one over Christmas because that's all my mother-in-law had. It was so sweet, I couldn't even hardly drink a quarter of it. Exactly, Lori. It takes a long time. Mmm. Make some sausage gravy or hamburger gravy. That's always good too. My wife's a pretty good cook. I do okay myself too. But my wife's father was a cook at a restaurant for over 30 years. And that man could cook a steak. He was a heck of a chef. Mike Bird. Hi, Mike Bird. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you, sir. It is morning. It's already Tuesday, I believe, for you, Mike. You know, once in a while, it's been less and less, right? Just because of how expensive everything is. But once a month, we'll go out and grab something. They do. They take that oil to the tallow company. That should tell you something. Thank you, Chris. I'm grateful you're in here flying. I bet my coffee's a little bit cold now. Not too bad. Tuesday, 2 o'clock a.m. Hopefully you're getting things in order. Mike Bird, gonna be making the trip out here soon. I hope. At least go see Kenny. I can't wait to see you at Kenny's. Speaking of Kenny, I miss his shows. I hope he's doing well. I know he's been getting some work done. You can tell. Almost, Victor. There you go. Well, I'm just glad to know that we're going to make it to Tuesday. If Mike made it to Tuesday, we're all going to make it to Tuesday. It's a guarantee. I'm not sure how all of you fly through the trees like that, but every time I hit a tree, I crash. in real life, I crash too. Almost. Philip! Hi, Philip Cockrum. How are you, sir? What a day, huh? What a day. It certainly was a good day. Justin No More Trudeau has exited the building. Seems like world leaders all over the world are just running and hiding. Trump is going to be in. What an effect already. A blizzard. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you got the firewood stacked high and got some warmth going. I can't stop watching Victor fly through the building. Woo! I just like Bud Light. Yeah, I figured that was going to make some people happy to get Justin out of the way. I'm not sure what your political process is now, but it has to be better than keeping that man in there. Maybe Philip can fill us in on what's going to happen next. Or I'll go read it after the show. Try and stay informed. Yeah, he was supposed to do it at 10:45 too. Because I was trying to watch the live when it happened. Like, perfect. That's perfect. They're always late. Late to their own event. Azir. Hello, my friend. Thank you for dropping in. Hope you're doing well. We weren't talking about anything important. Didn't really miss anything. I'm not worried about the voices tonight, so, you know. They've been pretty quiet the past week. Probably in May. It can't happen soon enough, I'm sure. Woohoo, Victor. You got me ducking and bobbing. Great flying, Victor. All right, thank you, sir. Let's switch her back to Chris and watch Chris do some one-wheel landings or something. Woo! Been a long day. 5:30 came early. That's why I was having coffee earlier. That's exactly true, Philip. And it's exactly true about Trump. Electing him is not going to solve our problems overnight, but it's a damn good start. That's a great comment. I mean, to be honest, I don't expect them to get much done. They never do, right? And if they do, that's just great. So I have a joke for you guys. You guys ready for a joke? So the warships in Norway and Finland have barcodes on them. They got barcodes on them. So when they come into port, they can Scandinavian. Scandinavian? Okay, I know that was really bad. I'm sorry. That's a good one. That's a good one, Philip. uh. Well, Dave, DIY Dave it yourself. You missed a, you missed one there. No, I don't think it was. At least I don't remember hearing that one on DIY joke. uh, yeah, just trying to be funny. It doesn't work sometimes. I'm sorry. I do my best. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So the guy that came by to pick up my metal scrap, I asked my neighbor if because he scraps metal and does that kind of stuff to earn some extra income, you know. I figured he would take it. He said, "Oh no, I know somebody. He'll come right over and get it." The guy that came over, his buddy's a concrete finisher. And I got a lot of concrete to pour, so we were talking about that. And he told me, absolutely do not buy bag concrete and try and do it myself. I mean, it's 240 some bags. I kind of know where my limit is. 10 bags, 15, 20 bags on the ground. You got a lot of concrete to play with. And you better know what you're doing. Because you don't want to have a lumpy slab. But I think I found a connection. And where I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get a concrete truck into my backyard, he looked at it and said, "Oh, hell, we'll get it right in the gate." He goes, "If the driver can't get in there, I would be so surprised." So, but I don't have any mud like Kenny does, so hopefully the guy wouldn't get stuck. Those concrete trucks are big. He'd have to squeeze right by my house. But I know they do it every day. EQ, that reminds me of a Iron Maiden song. Run to the hills. I like Iron Maiden. So do you remember your first vinyl album? What happens to a bad airplane joke? What happens to a bad airplane joke? Mountain? I'm not sure. Great song, Bill. Yeah. It never lands. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Run for your life, yeah. Hey, JCB's in here. Let's switch to JCB. So, guys, maybe one of you knows. It says points, crashes, and ping. What's the ping mean? Do you know? I have no clue. Thank you, JCB. Traxxas is facing massive recall in them. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Philip, that's not good news. You know? They stopped letting us use asbestos in popcorn ceilings back in like 1983. I know because I removed a lot of them back in that era. And we always had to send it in and have it tested. Or at least we were supposed to, right? You double plastic, double bag, wear respirator. You're okay. You know? No bad effects. Philip, you could almost say that about the Toyota Tundra. I think they are just... somebody filed a class action lawsuit against them and their faulty engines. And it even goes to the Tacoma, too. Which I'm really really glad we didn't buy one yet. Because that 2024, 2025 Tacoma really looks nice. We're due. Wow. I wonder how many are going to slip through the cracks. And then, yeah, it is, Philip. Jeez, I'm sorry to hear that. Really wonder how many of those are going to slip through and not be returned. They don't know they're out there. You know, it's not like a car where they can go, oh yeah, this car is registered to this person. Send them a letter, you know, to get it back. Wow. Yep. It is something to worry about. If you work in the construction trade, the shipping, I know a lot of people that were, you know, pipe fitters, they used the asbestos everywhere in those things. You know, I think even the Twin Towers had a lot of asbestos, huh? Yeah. Welding gas is no joke either. The fumes. I remember, you know, my dad and my grandfather taught me how to gas weld and arc weld when I was an early teen. So they were kind of shocked when I was welding some galvanized pipe. That puts off a nice green glow and some gas that you shouldn't breathe. I believe you're right there, EQ. It wasn't very long ago, Philip, we had a Traxxas Rustler from a long time ago. When we cleaned out the shed, I got rid of it. If it had any value, I didn't know. Mike Bird, I think I have seen that. And there was an incident that happened here in Arizona where some people went out playing in the desert and their kid got into this pile of white powdery stuff and died with in 20 minutes of breathing complications. And I can't remember exactly what it turned out to be, but it was the cause of his death, and it happened quickly. We think, oh, well, it's okay to play in this and have no idea. Guys, I'll be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully the stream's going. I got something to show you. I dug out my old AccuCycle, right? Michael Reitzer was asking how to charge NiCad batteries. This is for NiCad batteries. That is your end right there. Just 2-wire, just black and red. Little servo plug. And that is it. I've had this thing for probably 30 years. I thought it was pretty cool. I do have a few NiCad batteries I need to charge. So that's why I got it out to play with it. I forgot I was going to bring it in and show you guys. But check out this dang transformer. I think probably weighs 5 pounds. And you can even charge your radio. Well, it will. Some of you might have had those back in the day. I don't even think Hobbyco's around anymore, is it? Hi, Spencer. How you doing, my friend? JCB, thank you for flying. Whoa! Look at the people in here flying now. Let's switch it up. Watch Epic Gamer. Thank you, sir, for coming in and flying. Well, hopefully you're all surviving the snow. I know Spencer got dumped on. Yeah. Kind of strange that the Tower Hobby name is still around if Hobbyco is gone. And why the change to Horizon when they already had the Tower name and it was already established? Oh, Tower used to send me the catalog that looked like a Sears book. It had to be 2 inches thick. And boy, back in the day, I spent a lot of money. Oh, you know, I say a lot of money now, but, you know, maybe each one of those Nitro planes, you know, you build the covering, the radio, the gear. You're $500, $600, $700 in some of those before you know it. We buy a 4-stroke, well, heck, those used to be $300. You know, buy a little Nitro 2-stroke, well, they're $75, $100. Okay, well, let's switch to Flying Tiger. Greener Shade is in here. Also, we'll leave it on Flying Tiger for a while. Thank you for coming in and flying. $1984. Boy, they had Carl Goldberg trainers back then. I don't even think you could get like a Hobbyco. They had SIG trainers. Oh, jeez. A Tower even put out their own brand. A Tower 40. A lot of guys had those. So, Lori and Chris, I saw a story today about a hobby shop in Bangor, Maine that has a whole bunch of indoor tracks, and I guess the guy's doing really well. It's moving to a bigger building. Ah, the SIG commander. That's a very... Ah, okay. Thank you, Mountain. Phew, right over my head. But that's okay. I do kind of understand it. Yep. Cold coffee. That's even good, cold coffee. I don't like iced coffee, but if you got that last drink in there and it's cooled off, might as well finish it, right? Nice, Philip. 130X Red Bull Hilly. Don't let Paul McNeil know you got that. Wow. Don, that's very cool. I mean, back in the 80s, an ARF was really kind of... They didn't have too many of them. Everything was a kit build. Or you bought it and it was like a Byron's and it was a big fiberglass fuselage with foam core wings and a little bit easier to put together than, you know, a full stick balsa one. Got it. Thank you, Mountain. Baby MD 500D. Great flying tiger. So I wanted to give a shout out to Ryan. I know we all love watching his show. He's been really pushing the RC car stuff, which is perfectly fine. It's all part of the hobby. And I kind of wish he'd get out and fly a little bit, you know, but where he's at right now, I don't think very many people are going to be flying in that kind of weather. Mike Bird, how is Sherman? Is he still with your sister? Or I think that was just temporary, right? Oh, I understand that, Don. Time goes so fast too. Just, it just seems like yesterday my kids were born. Kid's gonna be 35. That is great news, Mike. Flying Tiger, thank you for flying. Let's see who else is in here. Greener Shade. Let's switch to Greener Shade. See where he's flying at. Oh, he's stuck on the curb. It's alright, he's still moving. We'll leave it there for a minute and see what happens. There we go. Saw a picture today of a car running over a ladder on the freeway, and it said, "Climbing the ladder of success." And I've actually seen that happen. Woo, that was close. Thank you for flying, Greener. I appreciate it. So I ran across this little live feed today. Kind of watched it for a while. This young man and his father or older friend, maybe. They were working on a 72 Ford truck. I kind of got hooked into it. Probably watched them for an hour or more. They were doing things right. Getting it back on the road. Kid bought it from a neighbor. I'm glad to see people still do that, you know? It's so easy just to go pick one off a car lot and buy it and have payments for a long time. But I mean, you're going to learn so much more if you take on the task and figure out how to work on them yourself. It can bring you a lot of satisfaction. I know I'm waiting for a little bit of help on this cab. I can't lift the whole cab myself. And you know, if money wasn't an option, I'd go buy a gantry. You know, they're about $1,000. Even the one at Harbor Freight is $800-900, I think. Yeah, that's not in the budget. Not for. I'll just wait until I can, you know, get some help. Not in a hurry. That's the one that runs almost 50 miles an hour, correct, Mike Bird? That thing is impressive. I do like the Typhoon. Typhon? Typhon. Okay. Greener jumped out. So let's see if Epic Gamer is flying now. Epic Gamer is still just sitting there on the runway. So we'll go back up the list. Go to Victor. Watch Victor throw this biplane around. The arrow works. Azir, thank you for being here. Have a great week, okay? Hopefully we'll see you next Monday. Woohoo, Victor. Yep. Hi, know you're Joe. How you doing, Joe? Thank you for being here. The only drawback to these little things right here, the only drawback is rocks get stuck right in the wheel there, there. And it'll just lock your wheel right up. Especially here, you know, we just got a lot of sand and dirt and rocks and things. It's been through the desert. There's your song. Hi, Greener Shade. I saw you flying just a minute ago. Thank you, sir. Holy cow. Victor's making squares in the sky. No rocks, all mud. Some Mississippi mud. That reminds me of an ice cream from the Schwan Man called Mississippi Mud Pies. Oh, they were so good. They're all gone now. No more Schwan Man. I guess they went bankrupt. Holy moly. The scale of that against the building looked like it was huge. So, Victor, are you gonna come out to the Arizona Electric Fest? Is that gonna happen, maybe? Oh, well, Flying Tiger, you mean on the real flight? Yeah, you guys are able to talk back and forth. You know, Victor, Kenny, and I, when Fred would do the show, we were always bantering back and forth. Especially Kenny. Yeah, it does look like it could be full scale. Certainly doesn't fly like that, though. That is great fun, Mike Bird. You know what you never see? You never see a group of RC guys get together and overtake an intersection and do donuts. Although, that sounds like it might be pretty fun. One of those street takeovers for RC. I can just see all the cop cars coming and everybody scattering, picking up their cars, and they're grabbing their radios. Yep. Yeah. uh, yeah, as a matter of fact, it's not going to be very long, and I'll plant some seeds. I might have to bring the tent back in. It might only be a couple months. But the re-veg outside is going very well. For the temps and the cold and everything that's going on. The blueberry skunk is surviving the winter. Oh, Mike Bird. I can imagine that infraction 6S just rips the tires right off of it, huh? Oh, man. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Just like go take over a park or something, you know? Basketball court. Just everybody drift around and get your little guys that hang out the window halfway, you know? Set up a bunch of little people around, you know? I've seen so many of those videos on TV where, you know, the police break up another get together at an intersection. Hi, Keith Christie. Oh, nice. That's always a good deed, sir. Hopefully you can get it figured out before Sunday or Wednesday. Some churches have midweek service. Glad you're here, Keith. All right, let's see. Flying Tiger's still in here, and Flyboy's still in here. Let's click it back on Chris. Watch Chris for a minute or two. New piece of gear and it doesn't work. Ugh. Nothing more frustrating than that. There we go. Now we can see Chris. Ooh. So green or shade? Florida's big for oranges, and don't they? Isn't it like now or in a month or so when they start to harvest the oranges? Oh no, Philip. That's not good. Well, hopefully it wasn't like an armed robbery. That wouldn't be good. Ah. You know, sometimes the local sheriffs are not, they're not able to, you know, sometimes they get outsmarted. They don't know what rock to look under. Although I hope to catch the people. We are flying at the construction site. I believe that's what it's called. Hey, I agree, Victor. I agree. But you know, if for some reason you can make it out to the Electric Fest, I think Redbeard said he was going to be out there, and Mountain said he was going to come out and visit his sister, and he was wondering if he should bring a few planes. If you can do, if you don't, let me know. I got a few we can go fly. Keith Christie, thank you for stopping in. Good luck fixing the equipment. Have a great night. Okay, I gotta go get another drink, right? Be right back. Gotta stay hydrated. So, cheers to you all. I hope we all have a great 2025. I was getting ready for the show, and I turned the lava lamp on, and it wouldn't work. So I took the thing off and jiggled the bulb, and it came back on, so we're good. I was like, no, a show without a lava lamp. I understand, Victor. Texas is a great place to live. I like to visit my relatives there. They live right up the street from Willie Nelson. And that one real famous bike rider guy that won the Tour de France a bunch of times lives right up the street from him. I can't remember his name. But he's from Texas too. They live in Spicewood. Dell, how you doing, my friend? Howdy to you. Freedom is not free. It's been a lot of blood spilt for our freedom. And they just want us. Lance Armstrong, that's right. In fact, the day we got there, Lance was riding by on his bicycle and stopped and talked to my Aunt Panola. I was like, was that Lance Armstrong? And she's like, yeah, he just lives right up the street. Really cool neighborhood. Hi, Fred Barron. The cheat. Well, come on now. I guess it is because he got caught. Chris has taken us for a flight around the neighborhood. Plenty of places to land in the beautiful grassy areas. WRC. Fill me in, Dell. I'm probably just not getting it. It's probably right there and I just don't know. That'd be great, Joe. I know I got the Real Flight set up in the controller for my kid. And I talked to him today after work. And he calls me World Rally Champion. Okay, that. Then Subaru took over. That's all right. Those rally cars back in the UK, they're like Peugeot, BMW, Audi, Peugeot, yeah, the French car. They make really cool rally cars. Yeah, my son told me, I'm not gonna make it yet. I didn't download it. Like, it doesn't matter, you know. They do. Thank you, Chris. We'll watch Flying Tiger for a few. I thank you for coming in to fly. A friend of mine has one of those 914s. And it's basically a Volkswagen motor. Well, Porsche. I'm not sure what it is, really, right? But it does say Porsche on it. So, or Porsche. Very cool. You just post these locally, Philip? They are cool cars, Del. My friend has one, and it's got this vinyl thing over the top, you know, between the Targa and the back. And that whole piece where that vinyl is, rusty holes all through it. I'm like, you're going to have to cut that off and just fix it. That, and below there, you know, when you pop the engine cover, right down in the corners, there are rusty areas. He already started fixing that. But that's like structure. He pulled the engine out, and he made it 12 volt electric. He's an electrical engineer, so he worked for the city of Tucson for a bunch of years. Very cool. eBay's not bad. I never really had good luck selling things on eBay, though I did a few times. Oh boy. Well, Joe, it was kind of just returning the favor. My son got Real Flight for me a couple of years ago, and when it went on sale, I couldn't help myself. I bought it for him. You know, Ryan was talking about the different trucks that he could do. You know, as far as building, you know, printing, and I haven't seen too many Dakar. You know, the Africa race trucks, the big giant cab over ones. They look like a dump truck, to be honest, but they race them at 70, 80 miles an hour in the desert across the sand. Those things are incredible. And an RC version of something like that in the right setting, like out at the dunes, that would be very cool. They're out there. I know I've seen, I've seen them on, on the forum there where you can download all the prints, Cult 3D. Some of them, cost 10, 20 bucks, whatever. Tamiya makes some, they do. And Philip, they're more like a kit, right? Those Tamiya models. Like, you got to put the whole thing together, right? Kind of like one of those base camp. Hey, good night, Redbeard. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you again. The Subaru engine, either they're 2.4. That's a really popular swap for Volkswagens. I think you can buy a bell housing plate and they just bolt right up. Mojave is a desert racer. They are awesome too. Urban Legend. Urban Legend, thank you for showing up, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I know you have a live deal going on as well. Couple times a week. I made you a moderator. We were just talking some RC cars, which you know a lot about. What are you doing, kitty? Huh? My cat's coming in to say hi. Maybe not. Yeah, Urban Legend gets together with a lot of people. Crazy Quad Brothers is always there. Of course, all the other names, the people that are there escape me. Jay is there. Oh man. Well, this is good practice if you want to join in and fly for a while. If you have real flight. There's some jump on the multiplayer. The passcode's right there. Down at the bottom. Always good fun. Lots of really good pilots in here. Philip, that goes both ways. I am a better person for knowing all of you. That's okay. There's a lot of flight simulators out there. This just is the one that I have, so. Many blessings. You taking off, Philip? You have a good night. Stay warm. Stoke the fire before you go to bed. Yeah, we can switch the scene to, just watching from a standing spot. We can do a chase mode. Do you hear the cat? The cat's not in here right now. She was. She just came in here to sniff my shoe because I was outside. Wow, man, the time is just flying. We'll stay until 8:30. Another 15 minutes. I know I mentioned Ryan a couple times. Pilot Ryan Media. I want to thank you for always giving me a shout out and supporting the Monday Night Real Flight deal. That means a lot. Eight or 9 inches of snow, Dell. Oh my goodness. I mean, we get like an inch and everybody freaks out and can't drive anywhere. That's true. Of course, it never happens, so everybody just stands there and stares at the sky like, oh, what's going on? It's a miracle. That's nice, Paul. Well, I'm sure Fred doesn't want any more snow. Ugh. Or Philip. GB Linden. Hi, GB. Thank you for stopping in. I don't have a clue why you don't have a wrench, but I just fixed that for you. Thank you for stopping in, GB. Hope you and the family and the daughter are doing well. And if you see Christy, tell her we said hello. Or Roy. Or John. John VHRC. Or Bill Flynn. Please tell Bill Flynn I said hello. Look! Look! Off in the distance! Fred is flying. There we go. Thank you for flying, Fred. You know, GB, back when I first joined, all you guys, everyone would get me confused for Wild Bill Flynn. It was a riot for a while. I can't remember if it was Weaven's show or maybe it was maybe it was Dave Marshall's show. Or I went in there and everybody's like, "Oh, Wild Bill Flynn, Wild Bill Flynn." Like, nope, wrong guy. Yep. Cheers, GB. That was a great time. He's one heck of a person. That's okay. No worries. I knew we'd all get it figured out. So, does Christy still bring you box wine, or? Hopefully she's doing well. Great, perfect. Oh. Paul, do you normally get snow in Mississippi, or is that kind of a fluke like it would be here? Alrighty. Kaboom. There we go. That's true. Okay. Be right back. It's all good. I guess our cat can be a dick. Ball tires in Mississippi. Would not be good idea. Yeah, thank goodness, GB. I'm glad. I know she stopped in the Zoom not too long ago, and she looked well, and I was glad to see her. Alrighty. That sounds great, Del. I will be watching if you're on. I need to figure out something to print. Maybe I'll go on Cult 3D and see what I can download and print. But I won't be selling any vases or anything like that. I don't think you could do that. There's just so many people doing it. I mean, maybe there is a market for it. I have no clue. I know some people get so good at it they start a print farm, you know. They got 20 printers going and they're making little parts. CG Trader? Joe, I have the Elegoo Neptune Pro. So it's like a 330 by 330 bed, 420 tall. And it's okay. You know, the Orca Slicer, it's very, very close to the way the Bamboo is set up. So Bamboo has made some changes to the Orca Slicer format. That's what it looks like to me. And oh, an RC 3-wheeler would be so cool. I saw that comment. Yep. The Neptune 4. It's the bigger one. 4 Plus. Persa Slicer. I have heard of that one. Let's see. GB is in here. Let's watch GB fly. Go for it, GB. Yeah, you know, Ryan got the bamboo, and I have to say I was so impressed with what he was doing. It only took me like 30 minutes to decide I was going to buy a printer. And although you know, I'm not going to drop that kind of coin on a bamboo fully enclosed deal. But what I have, I think is going to do just fine for what I want. So GB's got the P-51 Mustang. That looks like the Louis IV one. Paint scheme. Maybe not. I don't know. Bamboozled. Well, Kenny got bamboozled, I guess. That's a real drag that his got delivered to the wrong address or whatever happened with that. I'm not sure, but I was kind of surprised when he did a video with another printer. I forget which one he got. Starts with a C. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, my son has had several printers now over the years. He prints the little tiny figurines and then paints them. And Creality, that's what it was. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Joe, for stopping in. Have a great week. I appreciate y'all for stopping in. Bill, who makes your printer again? It's a Elegoo Neptune 4 Plus. Boy, over the years watching Kenny, he's had a lot of weird things happen. I'm not sure why some people have that kind of luck, but it seems to follow them sometimes. And I know I've been in those kind of situations where no matter what you do, that's okay, Flying Tiger. You did a great job. I love the old biplane. And I can put it on whatever view you want. Okay. Maybe that's why my son had me download the Orca Slicer. Oh, so Paul McNeil. There was a truck on here today on Marketplace. 76 Dodge 318 truck. automatic, 4-wheel drive, $1,500. Looked like the guy was just wanting to get it out of his yard. That's not a bad deal. Those trucks are pretty solid. Great flying, GB. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. God, that brings me right back to second grade, Philip. The hee-haw. Oh, nice landing, GB. I always liked that paint scheme on the Mustang. Blue and silver with the yellow. Always looked good. But I think that aircraft in real life, the Louis IV, and it was rebuilt and named Dazzling Donna when it raced. Same plane. Both of them crashed. I think one caught fire and one crashed. Like on a takeoff. Just had a wingtip or caught the ground. running on the dongle, GB, on the real radio. Well, I thank you for flying, GB. Hell, we might as well go another 12 minutes now, right? Make it a solid 2.5 hour show. Why not? As long as you guys are flying. I mean, not unless you want to go play in the snow. Let's go. I think Chris was out. Victor is still flying. Let's watch Victor for a few more minutes. Around the building. Oh, the Creality is also enclosed cabinet. Bonus time. Can you call me? Sure. You gonna call me after the show? Don't call me late for dinner. I got the ringer silenced right now on the show on my phone. Right here, so... Yeah, Fred's got a classic Willys truck close to him. Just a town away. Oh, that really looked like a good project. Those are so tempting. I'd be over there. Hello, can I talk to you about your truck? They'd probably come out with a gun and chase me off. But I have left my phone number on a few vehicles before. And I know where there's another one. And I think I'm going to go leave another phone number on it. And if you've ever seen a video, ZZ Top video, called Give Me All Your Lovin', in that video there's a red Ford truck. And I found one that's an exact copy to that. Red and everything. You know, the kid that wakes up dreaming? Hangar 79. How are you? Glad you're here. I'll add you as a moderator. We'll be on for another few minutes. Yeah, ZZ Top is good music. One band I wish I could have seen. I was going to ask y'all what was your first vinyl album earlier, and I got distracted. So we'll save that for next time. Try and remember what your first vinyl album was. The little 3-member band from Texas. Mine was a Kiss album, Rock and Roll Over. Ah, that's great, Philip. We went to, they had the Lollapalooza Ozzy Osbourne Fest here. They had quite a few band, Black Sabbath. Oh, come on now. Love to have seen Ronnie James Dio, Rainbow, Led Zeppelin. All good music. Nice. That's really cool, Philip. Yeah, I think that might have been like 1974. I remember my first album, but I don't remember my second. But I do remember my friend had Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. And I brought it home and we played it on my record player, right? Yeah, my mom was not happy about some of their music. All good. Now you're messing with a... Yeah. Wow, JCB, that is awesome. I remember my first concert. We saw Loretta Lynn with my parents. And I was probably like 10 or earlier. There were a bunch of country singers, including my dad's cousin, Cal Smith, the guy that did Country Bumpkin. That was my dad's second cousin. He stayed at our house one time. when he was doing concerts here in Arizona. That was the early 70s. Oh, man. That's very cool, Philip. Lead singer from The Clash. That's really cool, Mike. Urban Legend, thank you, man. Just try and talk about whatever just, comes to mind. I'm glad you're here with us, hanging out. I know usually I get off here and you're on live. You were on live last night. I was tired. I went to bed after Ryan's show. Well, a couple more minutes, guys, and I'll call it. Yeah, there's some good pilots in here. Victor Shamulus at Victor RC Jets. He puts out a lot of videos, a lot of turbine, a lot of expensive stuff. Jeff in Lower Alabama, thank you, sir. I will see you on your show on Friday, if not before. I appreciate all you guys coming in, making my Monday night worth the crap. Thanks to all the flyers here, all the pilots giving us a show. I'm going to go wash out my coffee cup, put it away, do the dishes. Yeah, I got to do the dishes still. Thank you all for being here. We are almost done. One more time. If you didn't hear the joke earlier, Finland warships and Norway warships have barcodes on them. So when they bring them into port, they can scan the Navy in. Okay, that was dumb. That was really dumb. I won't do that again. Take care, everyone. Have a great night, all right? Love you all. Peace.